When most people hear the word game, they think about a distraction, something that kids do. Some may even consider it a waste of time. But what if games could do more? What if they could teach fighter pilots to perform dangerous maneuvers without involving any risk? Simulate scenarios to teach business employees how to handle real life cases without risking profit loss or conflict? Teach first responders such as paramedics, firefighters, and police officers to prepare for urgent situations with hands on experience without ever putting anyone in harm's way. These are serious games. Games that are made to educate, solve real world problems, improve business profitability, efficiency, and employee performance. Today I'll be presenting to you why and how implementing serious games for businesses would increase the level of efficiency, safety, and lower costs in training people across the world. This thesis is relevant to the video game industry because it can lead to everyday people understanding the usefulness of video games, not only as entertainment, but as tools to teach and improve business performance around the world. This can result in increased users, sales, and a significant boom in the game sector worldwide as businesses, governments, and schools implement them. My first point proves that utilizing serious games has been shown to be able to fit specific needs in training, be malleable to cover multiple learning styles, and how using games has boosted engagement, leading to more outtakes for employees and trainees. This can be seen in a McDonald's e-crew development program developed by McDonald's Japan. This game was made to educate trainees in multiple procedures, including food handling, customer interaction, taking orders, etc. Most importantly, it did this through being malleable to the McDonald's training needs, covering multiple learning styles such as visual, hands-on, and audio, which boosted engagement, especially when compared to traditional training like manuals or long training videos. My second point focuses on the aviation industry and how simulations used by pilots to train, practice dangerous maneuvers, and study crashes have significantly improved the safety of the industry and pilots, while also increasing knowledge and expertise. This is prevalent in the highly realistic flight sim X-Plane 12. It is used in and by aviation schools, commercial pilots, and military aviation training. It is also backed by the Federal Aviation Administration. This game relates to my point as it has realistic weather conditions and physics, customizable scenarios, gives data and feedback. Using these, it assists pilots to practice dangerous conditions and scenarios on the ground, eliminating risks to health and safety. My third point reflects on the fact that serious games can and have decreased costs and allowed businesses to save in departments such as training, travel, drills, eliminating roles in jobs, which in return saves money. This can be seen as when Stereo VR was contracted by Walmart to make a virtual reality training to train employees on customer interaction, emergencies, and certain store layouts. Here's a clip by the CEO of Stereo VR on the project.
Welcome back to Squawk Alley. America's largest private employer, Walmart, making a big bet on VR. The company partnering with virtual reality startup Striver to train and promote its 1.5 million workers, placing them in scenarios such as handling an angry shopper or dealing with a disgruntled coworker. Joining us now to discuss is Striver founder and CEO Derek Belch.
This is the real deal. This is very similar to pilots in a flight simulator, right? And historically, we've trained employees or we've assessed employees via PowerPoints, videos, lectures, and candidly, we don't know if people are half asleep or if they're actually engaged, right? So now with virtual reality, we're able to put people through simulation-based learning, simulation-based training, simulation-based assessment, and it's catching on. I think by this time next year, if you're not doing something, you're behind in the Fortune 500. We're seeing that this is the real deal.
This proves my point, as VR headsets can replace trainers and can be shipped to stores, reducing costs for travel and trainers. Also, there is no need for physical setups to train for drills and customer interactions. For my final point, I want to focus on the global scale of serious games. Once made, games can be distributed across countries, companies, and all people without the need for the resources and the restrictions that conventional training distribution would face. Serious games can also be remotely updated and improved without the need for physical adjustment. As seen in ERP Sim, a go-to pick for businesses worldwide, made by HEC Montreal. It teaches enterprise resource planning and does this through a simulation type serious game. This pushes my point of scalability, as ERP Sim is used worldwide by many businesses, not restricted to region or language. It is used in 200 universities and businesses across 60 countries and does not require any shipping to be set up. And because it is hosted online, it can easily be updated without much hassle. Even after these points, some people argue that serious games are not cost effective or practical because of their high development costs and limits in areas with a lack of technology. However, even though development costs and current technology restrictions exist, these people only look at short-term negatives and negate the long-term benefits. As research shows, benefits such as cost saving over time, scalability, training outtake percentage, and the restriction of limited technologies becoming more and more obsolete leads to the benefits of serious games to outweigh the short-term negatives and promotes growth long-term within businesses. This is why implementing serious games for businesses would increase the level of efficiency, safety, and lower costs in training people across the world. Thank you for watching.